I'm Logan Crawford, and right now on GBN, we're saddling up for a powerful tale of courage, justice, and faith. The name of the book, Justice at Tyler, Texas. It's written by a terrific author by the name of Larry Beauchamp. It follows Jimmy Snyder, a Texas Ranger whose pursuit of justice takes him from the wagon trains and frontier battles to confronting outlaws and even a deranged preacher claiming to be the son of God. It's a gripping Western adventure that blends history, morality, and faith into a story you won't soon forget. We're delighted to have this very talented author join us here today. We thank the team at Atticus Publishing for helping us put him on TV today, and we ask viewers like you to support authors like him by subscribing to our channel and by purchasing his amazing book. The links are below this interview. Larry, thank you so much for joining me here today.
Thanks, sir. Good morning.
Good morning. Great to have you on the show. Your book is amazing. It's quite a fascinating story. Tell us a little bit about the inspiration behind it.
I was inspired to write Westerns. I started reading William Johnstone in his series about the preacher. I read 100 of his books. I think I read all of them up to the point where we moved and came to a new home. And that's really my inspiration. He's such a great writer. Of course, he's deceased, but his nephews continued his legacy and just great books. And that's what inspired me.
Awesome. Awesome. What drew you to the Texas Rangers as a central figure of your novel?
Well, that came in the second book. The first book, he was simply a deputy sheriff and then a sheriff. And then in the second book, the sheriff at the time at Tyler, Texas, recommended him to the governor of Texas, and that's how it got started. He went and accepted the position as Texas Ranger. And when he wasn't on assignment as Texas Ranger, he just went back to Humble, Texas, where he lived, and continued his sheriff responsibilities there.
Wonderful. Tell us a little bit about this series. There's more than one book, right?
Yes. Matter of fact, just happen to have my first book right here.
Yep. Justice at Sundown Gulch. Yeah.
Yeah, Sundown Gulch. A little bit of background. I live in South Alabama, and I use Chatham, Alabama, which is probably about an hour and a half from here. I don't know why I selected Chatham, but I did. And so that's where they lived, and that's where his daddy said, we're going to go to California. And of course, on the way, as you already said, there was a carpetbagger, Sergeant John McClemmy, and he had 3 other people with him. And as the wagon train was moving from Alabama to California, Sergeant McClemmy and his group harassed them and killed 3 people and raped a 10-year-old girl, which sounds horrible, but I don't do graphic stuff. But it played such an important part in the book, because at the end of the book, Jimmy Snyder, the son of James, because James was killed eventually, but Jimmy and Annie Ransom, her daddy, was killed. That's the one who was raped, Annie Ransom. Well, as they grew up, they got married, and he accepted the sheriff position at Humble, Texas, and then he accepted the ranger position. And his first assignment was to track down Sergeant John McClemmy and try to bring him in alive if possible. If not, there's other options. So when Annie realized they were going after the group in which the person who raped her, she said, I'm going. Of course, he said, no, you're not. It's too dangerous. And the Sundown Gulch was a ghost town, harbor of criminals. And so he went there, and she followed him in a distance. Well, when they got there, it was too late to send her back. So he went up to look over a ridge down into the Sundown Gulch. And when he did, she slipped around back and went into a barn. And the guy that raped her came out of the saloon and was going to pee. and he started, and she used the same words that he used when he raped her.
Mm,
And he didn't realize who it was, but then eventually he did. And she said, you liked it then, said, come on, we'll do it again. Well,
mm,
she got in the tack room and put a blanket over her body, and took her boots off. So all he saw was her head and feet, implying she was naked. So of
mm,
course he just loved that. And as he got closer, she just slit his throat. Uh,
mm.
yeah, and got her justice, as it
Yeah,
were. Yeah.
yeah, a
Um,
little bit of vengeance there.
well, I didn't want to use that word, but and then they went in and eventually killed all the other um, hoodlums
Yeah.
and went back to Humble and began raising a family. And then at the start of the second book, they have a little girl who was born in the first book, and then they have a set of twins in the second book, and
Mm.
and then have that deranged preacher and um,
The deranged preacher is a very intriguing character. Why did you decide to include him? And is he a metaphor for something else, something bigger, perhaps people who are disingenuous in their beliefs or something?
um, well, I'm a pastor. I don't
Yeah.
know if that it was inspired or not, um, but to me, it just seemed to add character
Mm,
um, and to the whole story.
hmm.
Um, I hate to use preachers because that sort of tells people everybody all preachers are crazy. Then if this one is, but that's not true.
We know that, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So single-handedly, Jimmy single-handedly killed his group, his men, and then they rode out to the ranch where the preacher stayed, and we're going to try to take him in, because Jimmy had gotten a posse with him, a posse to go with him. And so when they approached him, the preacher came out and some of his men came out on the porch. Well, somebody drew their gun, and that started the fireworks and killed all the criminals, the bad people, and
Mm,
killed one of the posse and wounded one. But they got the job done, so to speak.
yeah.
And I'm already working on a third book. um,
Wonderful.
yeah, so I just love to write, and
Yeah.
and you don't have to read the first book to have the second book. But
Yeah.
I thought bringing a family into the picture and growing with the family,
Hmm.
okay, and as their children grow and become adults. So that's my plan to do that and bring a family into it. So.
Yeah. Well, you've done a great job in creating this epic Western in many ways. Have you envisioned this as a TV series or a series of movies?
I love it. Yeah. If you got any pull, let me know. Now. Yeah, I think it worked good. I really
Yeah,
do. It's got action in it. It's got of course it's got justice in it, and that's what we want in the
mm,
end. That's what we need. Justice.
exactly, exactly.
Maybe
Yeah.
not maybe not Western justice, but civilized justice. But
Yeah, in the Old West, that was justice. You had to take matters into your own hands, often take the law into your own hands. And
mhm.
certainly there's so much lawlessness today. We could use a little bit of the Old West, I think, in today's
Yeah,
society. Maybe it'd
yeah.
be a little less violent, a little less, many fewer victims out there. Tell us how your faith has informed these stories. And as a pastor, what it's like writing this genre.
Mm, I wouldn't classify these as Christian books, but I interject, Christianity into it and faith into it, because that's so important. People just need to know the Lord, and Jimmy and his family are being raised, to know the Lord and serve the Lord and pursue justice. You know,
Mm, exactly. Exactly. How many books do you envision in the series? This seems like since it's going to be part of a family, it could grow as a family grows, right?
Right. Yeah, yeah. Um, Probably till I depart. um, but like I say, I've proofread my third book, and I've got two more, four and five. But it's been years since I've delved into those. Matter of fact, my first book I started in 2014, and just had it published. And then my second book was published recently, or going to be published September the 5th. So yeah, I'm looking forward to writing some more.
Yeah. Who's your
Just
favorite Western star? Is it Clint Eastwood? Is it John Wayne? Tell us a little bit about your taste in movie Westerns.
um, I don't know why, but I don't get into John Wayne. I just don't know why.
Yeah.
I know he was a Duke and very popular, but and like Louis L'Amour, I didn't get into his books either.
Mm.
But I think Clint Eastwood, he's a rugged guy. He gets things right that's wrong, and he just takes care of business.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. He's kind of like the epitome of street justice in many ways,
Mhm.
whether it's Dirty Harry or one of his spaghetti westerns.
Right.
He's a guy who takes matters into his own hands, who sees the injustice in the world and the unrighteous and
Mhm.
tries to make things right, right?
Yeah, I like the Death Wish movies also.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah,
Uh,
with Charles Bronson from back in the
Charles Bronson.
day.
Yeah, I was trying to think
Yeah.
what that. He sets things straight.
Exactly. Yeah, without a doubt. Well, you've done a great job in setting things straight in your books as well. And you've done a great job in creating this series. The book we've been primarily focusing on today is called Justice at Tyler, Texas. It's written by Larry Beauchamp, and it is a stirring Western adventure filled with faith, courage, and the relentless pursuit of justice. And it is part of a series. This is the second book. There are more books coming. There's a first book, but each book is a standalone as well. So you can enjoy each book or just keep on reading. And Larry promises to keep on writing, and we're going to hold him to it because he does a great job at it. Larry, thank you so much for joining me here today.
Thank you, Logan. Appreciate it.
I appreciate your time, sir. To the folks at home, I'm Logan Crawford, thanking you for your time, this time until next time on the Global Book Network.